Now, a new deal of engagement in fragile states, initially developed by the G7 and development partners in 2011, has been relaunched in Somalia. The New Deal process brings together government, civil society and leading donors to bring structure to the aid and support Somalia receives. Mohammed Hirmoge has more.
A consolidated engagement by 8 actors in fragile states dubbed the New Deal was mooted by development partners in November 2011. The New Deal for engagement in fragile states commits the international actors to a new paradigm of aid delivery in conflict-affected areas.
We initiated national security and stabilization plan and reforms on justice, security and public financial management, which are key components of the New Deal principles.
Representatives from the EU, UN, AU and UNDP launched the New Deal engagement in Somalia.
The New Deal process is a process driven and led by Somalia and Somali actors. The international community is strongly behind it. Today was only the beginning of a long process that will lead also to a conference in September in Brussels, where the compact, which is the Somali vision, the Somali plan, the New Deal plan, will be presented to the international community for support.
Prime Minister Shirdon embraced the implementation of the New Deal process in its launch, assuring that the process has the backing of the Council of Ministers and Parliament. While embracing the implementation of the New Deal for fragile states, the Somali government says to begin to form a task force to assess the features and causes of fragility and conflict. Aid effectiveness is crucial in fragile countries like Somalia, which is recovering from a long-standing conflict.
The UN is very happy to be supporting this Somali-led process, which focuses on focus, trust, and also 5 peace and state-building goals. And the Somali community, which was represented very widely at this event today, will all be working together through an extensive consultation process on arriving at consensus on the peace and state-building goals.
A recent study estimates that famine and severe food insecurity in Somalia claimed the lives of 258,000 people, half of whom were children below the age of 5. The UN Food and Agriculture Organization said humanitarian aid needed to have been provided more quickly. Mohammed Hirmoge, CCTV, Mogadishu.
Now, reports are coming in regarding a planned vote of no confidence against the Somali Prime Minister Abdi Farah. Let's now cross to CCTV's Mohammed Hirmoge, who's standing by in Mogadishu. Mohammed, looking at this planned vote of no confidence, why is that possibly on the cards?
It's true, Famida, that 94 members of the Somali Federal Parliament have filed a vote of no confidence petition against the Prime Minister Abdi Farah Shirdon's administration. Citing slow pace of reforms, political reforms, state building and shaky security structures in the capital. The members of parliament are saying that this administration did not live up to the expectation. They're saying that the prime minister took the helm of office on the premise of cracking down on corruption, improving security and building state institutions, something they say that has all failed. And therefore, the members of parliament will by next week debate the vote of no confidence in parliament.
Now, looking at developments in Somalia, what impact would a vote against him have on the country's path to recovery?
Famida, analysts are saying this will disrupt all the achievement of the last 8 months the president has been in office, because the prime minister was appointed by the president, and the people are saying over here that this will be actually a big affront to the president's 6-pillar policy framework, an ambitious framework that has received international backing over the last 8 months. They're saying there has been development in the public service management and in security. They're saying Somalia has returned to the international fold, and they're saying all these will be disrupted if a vote of no confidence starts at this time, basically when only the administration has been in office for the last 6 months. Therefore, the feeling over here is that the motion might be good, but it's not coming at the right time. And people are saying that it's time the world sees a different Somalia, and that a vote of no confidence against the Prime Minister and the administration today means Somalia has gone back to its old self.
Now, there's also talk, Mohammed, of a planned cabinet reshuffle by the president. Is this move linked to expected changes?
Not really, because whereas the reshuffle, talks of reshuffle came or arose from centers of power, they came from the sources close to the office of the Prime Minister and that of the President. Therefore, the reasons were quite different. The reasons for a reshuffle, what they said was to ease the operations and service delivery, and they say to remove congestions from ministries that are right now holding a lot of offices together. But now this confidence motion against the Prime Minister is about disgruntled members of Parliament, 94 of them, who are saying the government has totally achieved nothing over the last 6 months, and they're saying that it's time and brand new system of governance is adopted with a new Prime Minister totally. Therefore, the two are quite different. Whereas we expected the President to effect a change in the cabinet and actually blot a little, because right now it's lean with only 10 ministries. This comes, actually the members of Parliament are not saying the cabinet as a whole is not performing. They're saying the Prime Minister's administration has not lived up to the expectations of the public media.
All right, thank you very much, Mohammed Hirmoge, giving us an update on developments in Somalia.